for those who have been cognizant of it, we've got a thing called Resilient Communities, which was all about deprivation and things, and we decided that Wiltshire Council sees arts as being part of a resilient community, but we felt that arts, culture, leisure, tourism and heritage were actually a much more important thing than they had been given credit for. So our first thing back to the board is, please can we have it in the revision of the JSA, because they are important things, they're essentials, not luxuries. We decided when talking about arts, culture, leisure and what that might mean, that they were actually incredibly important for both physical health and mental health. Actually being in a nice environment does improve the way that you have outcomes and all that sort of thing. We felt there was a gap in provision for late teens and early 20s, which we recognised was a really difficult group to reach, but we need to do something to make sure that they are included within the wonderful centres that we do have, whether that's the Pound Arts Centre, all the other heritage assets that we have in Corsham. We felt too that there needed to be some, in terms of leisure, some help for what we might call the silver surfers, because they have now lost their provision for actually being able to access IT. And since most of the signposting that goes on is IT based, let's not exclude them. We really want to celebrate what we've got here. I learned today about the scrap store, which I knew nothing about before this evening, based in Laycock, and let's actually really celebrate what that does, because it's the most fantastic thing. And if you want to know more, the lovely lady who's over there can wave if she wants to, go and talk to her afterwards. We also talked about the importance of linking Corsham Court with Bath University and recognising, the asset that Corsham Court is that isn't being used fully for whatever reason. And we wanted to talk also about rights of way, which we felt were really important within this area. And we had really very helpful and lovely discussion. Thank you.
Three priorities. The first one was tackling the issue of childhood obesity, as it was a surprise to many that this was one of the things that Corsham was an outlier for. The action needed is generally in the area of education for a healthy lifestyle. And if I can just add a few things, this is about the ease to which people should be walking to school, some of the barriers around that, perhaps the perception of safety and road safety, already covered by the community safety group. Education on healthy food, a recognition that a lot of parents of children now didn't have home economics during their schooling, and also opportunities for the development of a campus to provide spaces for the type of cooking classes and low-level education and teaching of skills from one generation to another within the campus. Second issue, alcohol. Action needed, again, education for a healthy lifestyle. And around the table, this included labelling of alcohol, the number of units in alcohol, perhaps a recognition that if you put calories on it, it might help some people to drink less. The price and the need for minimum prices. But also, I think one of the biggest issues and confusion that has been shared in the public health field as well amongst professionals is how much is too much. The final issue, access to services. This came up as a result of a discussion around the surgery in Corsham and what happens if lots of new houses and new population come in. And I think we got a lot of reassurance from the surgery that they monitored capacity in all their services. But also this came up in the second group with a recognition of the complex needs of some individuals, particularly with long-term conditions, complex conditions, and the need to have services, including community-based clinics, to meet all their needs.